You guys already know I can't start a video without my coffee, so now I feel prepared and ready to dive into today's video. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Erin B here, and you guys know I love to do all things crochet, fiber art, and yarn related. So as you guys can already tell by the title of today's video, we're going to be doing another yarn haul, and I'm actually really excited for this yarn haul because this video is being sponsored by Universal Yarn, and you guys already know that I am a huge longtime fan of Universal Yarn and just all the different types of yarn that they supply over on their website. So thank you guys so much for sending me this huge gigantic package. So let's just go ahead, dive on into this bad boy and see what they've sent me. We're getting there. And I believe all of the yarns that they sent me are from their new spring collection. So let's go ahead and dive on into this cute little box right here. Let's show you guys the goodies that they sent me. What could be better than a Tuesday afternoon and a whole box of yarn? I feel like nothing could beat this. Oh, this is so cute. They sent me a little letter with my name on it. So let's just go ahead and grab the very first and probably one of my favorite ones so far off of the bat. So this very first yarn here is the Universal Yarn in their line Truva. And right off of the bat, this yarn is super squishy and very lightweight. I was not expecting this, but I hope you guys are able to see this colorway. It's so gorgeous. As you can see, there's mainly like this very light pastel lavender pinky shade, but if you guys look super close, this yarn is like entwined with almost this like peachy orange shade and even like a deeper lilac shade. So it gives it a really nice hue. Just look at this colorway. And I believe that this Truva yarn is a number 3 lightweight yarn. So if you guys are looking for a DK weight yarn, perfect for springtime, I would really highly suggest this thing. It feels super silky soft, and let's go ahead and give you guys the information on this thing. So the Universal Yarn Truva is 50% cashmere and 50% cotton. I feel like I couldn't dream up a better mix. As you guys know, over the last few months, I've been using a lot of acrylic and wool, but now that it's starting to heat up again, I really love the idea of using cotton. That way I'm not going to overheat in my yarn, and mixing this with 50% cashmere. And I'm gonna leave links for all of these yarns down below in my description so you guys can easily check them out and see what they're all about. But honestly, the first thing that comes to mind with such a lightweight and cashmere type of yarn is like a springtime shawl. I feel like this would work up so gorgeous in like some type of lace pattern. This is stunning. I freaking love this. I can't really think of anything better than like a springtime shawl. So I'm gonna have to get to work on this and probably go order more balls in this colorway and maybe even pair this yarn with other things in my box. So this is item number 1. This is the yarn Truva. So now let's go ahead, set this bad boy down. We have another cashmere yarn in the house. This is honestly so amazing. I feel like Universal is really like branching out and trying different fibers of yarn, and I love this collection that she sent me so far. And this next hank is again by Universal Yarns. This is in their line Magnolia. So here she is. Let's get a nice quick up close view of this hank. And can you guys just see the shine on this bad boy? This is stunning. And the Magnolia yarn is actually listed as a super fine yarn. So I believe that this would be labeled as like a number 0 or a number 1 type of yarn, but it is definitely super fine. So if you guys are looking for a knit type of yarn, I would highly suggest this Magnolia. This thing is super shiny. I hope that you guys are able to see like the sheen on this thing, but it is pretty slippery smooth. So make sure honestly that you do kind of pair this with a yarn that has a little bit more of like, and of course the details with this Magnolia yarn is that it is 95% modal and 5% cashmere. So you're actually getting pretty good yardage with this bad boy. And I'm a huge fan of this golden coppery type of shade. This thing is stunning. But anyways, here she is. This is yarn number 2 from the haul. So So let's go ahead, set her down. And I have been staring at this gorgeous yarn on the side of my eye for like this entire video. So let's just go ahead, pull her out and show her off to you guys. So this next yarn is actually a Rico design yarn. This is the Creative Lazy Hazy Summer Collection, and this is a DK number 3 weight yarn. So before I give you guys any details, let's just take a second to check her out. You guys know this style of yarn is my absolute favorite go-to. So first off, you do get 50 grams, which roughly translates to 145 meters of yarn in this one ball of yarn. But the basic structure of the Lazy Hazy Summer Cotton is that it's actually a roving style yarn. And from what I can tell, this yarn is actually a 2-ply yarn. So like I mentioned earlier, the main strand of yarn is this nice teal pastel green, but then the second yarn is actually this like multi-print ply yarn, which ends up giving this really cool wavy crimped kind of structure. And as this yarn works up, you're going to end up with a lot of texture within your piece. And lastly, the structure of this yarn is 49% cotton, 46% acrylic, and 5% polyester. So you get a really nice blend of fibers. And I feel like once you work this thing up, there's going to be such a nice drape with this kind of yarn. So my suggestions with this type of Rico design yarn is some type of lightweight long sleeve sweater, maybe something that's a little bit off shoulder, something that you can wear when it starts to cool down at night and you still want to have coverage, but you don't want to get too hot. I've been staring at this next skein for quite a minute, and now I'm really excited to show you guys another universal yarn line. This is the Cotton Supreme Waves Cake. And this gorgeous cake of yarn is made with 100% high quality cotton. Guys, when I tell you that this is probably some of the softest cotton yarn I've ever touched, I'm not exaggerating. You guys know I don't typically lend towards cotton yarns because they're not the smoothest or the softest type on my skin, but this would work up so beautifully. It honestly feels like a mixture of acrylic and cashmere, but believe it or not, this is 100% cotton. And to top it off, this is a number 3 lightweight yarn. So again, it does have a little bit thinner of a structure of yarn than I'm used to, but the quality of this is so luxurious. And again, this is perfect for something lightweight in the summertime or the springtime. So here she is. Of course, as the weather starts to warm up, you really want a yarn that's going to be really durable in the washer and the dryer, probably because we're going to be sweating a little bit more and we want to be able to clean this without any hassle or fuss. So I'm always going to celebrate a machine washable and dryable type of yarn. All right, I'm starting to get really excited because we're coming down to the last 2 yarns in this collection. So next up, again, another universal yarn line. This is in their line Vireo or Vireo. But here she is. This is another really gorgeous, slightly shiny type of yarn. And right off of the bat, what I love about the Vireo line is that it's a sustainable blend of tencel and wool, which lends to it being very versatile. And the more that I play with this yarn, it feels very smooth and it actually has a touch of springiness to it. So it's not too dense, very lightweight. And because of the wool qualities, you're gonna get a really nice stitch definition with this yarn. So my recommendations when using this yarn is any kind of pattern that has a lace stitch, stitches with a lot of definition, and even cable stitches. So now that we've touched on everything in the collection, I have one last yarn for you guys, and I was saving this one for last because this was actually my all-time favorite off of everything from their new spring collection. So I'm really excited to show you guys this gorgeous Bella Chenille glitter yarn. Again, guys, let's just take a second to appreciate the shade way of this yarn. It's so stunning. It's like a deep ocean teal. And I honestly feel like I don't even need to explain that much about this yarn. Can you guys tell how gorgeous this is and how super plushy and bouncy this bad boy is? And this one skein does get you 7 ounces, which is roughly 87 yards of yarn. So because I already have a project in mind for this yarn when I saw it on the website, I actually requested 3 skeins of yarn because I really want to make more home decor. You guys know I'm on a home decor kick, and with something that's such a statement color as this one, I have big plans to turn this yarn into a round pillow tutorial for all you guys. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming up soon. And some other details about the Bella Chenille yarn is that it's a number 6 super bulky yarn. So this is going to be really great for tutorial because it's going to work up so fast. So I'm really excited to start working on that tutorial for you guys. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up for my latest yarn haul. Thank you again to Universal Yarn for sending out your latest spring collection. I'm really excited to be diving into some of these new yarns. Let's just take a last minute look at everything that they sent me this month. These are so gorgeous. I can't wait to whip up something unique and one of a kind with all of these yarns. And thank you guys again for watching my video, supporting me. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you guys. I'll be seeing you all very soon. Bye.